Hello, good morning, everyone. Good morning, team. Chalo, let's start the day with some deep breaths. Okay, inhale deep and slow from your nose, exhale from your mouth. Stay and breathe slow and deep. Exhale from your mouth, deep and slow. Okay, just feel the pleasantness of the morning. It's a new day, it's a big day. Okay, okay now we'll be playing up a quick meditation, guys. Okay, so just let's do it for like few minutes. Just 5 minutes meditation from Headspace. Sharing my screen. Yeah. Okay, let's.
Everything we do, everything we say, and everything we think impacts our world. In seeing this clearly, we understand that our potential is limitless and that we can always be a cause for change. So at first, this idea can, well, for some people it's terrifying, for other people it's liberating. The idea that every single thought and word and action somehow impacts our world. In fact, we might even be worried that, well, sometimes I experience negative thoughts, and what about those? What if we're being mindful, if we're being aware, then we're able to see that thought and let it go. In not getting involved in it, in not chasing after it, we create a space in which we can plant a seed for a positive thought, for to say something positive or to do something positive in the world. So in this way, we, as I say, create this space in which we can be a cause for change, rather than meditation being just a very sort of passive pursuit. We can actually carry those qualities of calm and clarity into our everyday life. So sitting comfortably, just going to start with some big deep breaths. Remember, eyes open, soft focus. Just breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. And with the next out breath, just closing the eyes. Just feeling the weight of the body pressing down. Notice if the weight falls evenly. Noticing the weight of the hands, the arms resting on the legs, feet on the floor. And at the same time, becoming more aware, space around you, noticing perhaps the temperature, the sounds, not thinking about them, but just allowing those sounds to come and go. And then just bringing the attention back to the body. Noticing how the body feels and starting at the top of the head, just gently scanning down. So a slow, steady, even scan down through every part of the body. Just noticing any obvious sensations as you scan down towards the toes. And as you scan, just beginning to notice the breath. So just noticing the natural rhythm of the breath. Noticing where you feel it. Noticing if the breaths are long or short, deep or shallow. And then just following that movement, counting the breaths as they pass, if you find it easier. And when you realize the mind's been distracted, just letting go of that and just coming back to the breath again. So allowing that feeling to remain, but just letting go of any focus on the breath, becoming more aware. The other parts of the body, the sensations, in particular that feeling of weight. The points of contact, the body pressing down, back to the sounds around you. And then when you're ready, just opening the eyes again.
Okay, so take a deep breath and exhale. Again, inhale, exhale. Okay, just in your mind, just feel that your brain is becoming more healthier with every breath, this peaceful breath that you are taking. Just feel that your intelligence is growing, that your idea, creativity, okay, it's growing. It's all there in the mind. Just feel you're getting stronger inside you. Okay, this outer world is a reflection of what you actually feel inside. If you're confident, if you're brave, if you are excited about life within you, then you will do things in the world and the outer world will be the response of that. Okay, so just feel that you're strong, you're smart. In the mind, visualize that you're confident individual. Whatever challenge you take, you're facing the challenge, you're solving the challenge, you believe in your abilities. These are all very essential things for success. Okay, so in your mind, feel that strength and feel it's a new day, it's a new beginning. You will face and overcome every single aspect of your life. It's going to be fantastic. It's a Friday time today. Okay, another week is ending. Daily, weekly, you will keep moving towards your goals. And you have all the talent it takes to succeed. Yeah, just feel that. You're not dependent on anyone. You're self-sufficient, you are intelligent, you're smart. You will figure out things, you will use internet, you will come up with creative ideas of getting things, and you will be consistent till the time you get your dreams of your life. Yeah, that's how success comes. That's how you have to become successful. Fine, take a deep breath and exhale. Breathe in, out. Your palms against each other. Roll it over your face and slowly open up. Okay, good morning, everyone. Chalo, let's move to the second thought of the day. Simple 10 minutes of breathing. That's how we start, and then we move to the other. Fine. Good morning, all. Good morning, all the members. Okay, Ayush, Mamta, Anupriya, Kumar, Manisha, Prakash, Pratik, Rashid, Syed, Shivam, Shruti, Swapnil, Harshali, Mahi, Soumya. Good morning, everyone. Okay, चलो let's get started. Team. देखो आज learning में थोड़ा सा interesting discussion करते हैं. देखो we are all discussing every single day about success and accomplishing something as part of this morning. Today I want to talk about some very core experiences which I got from my life, and after that it was life-changing moments of my life. Okay, and I would like to share it with you so that you can take the benefit of that and include it in your life as well, so that you can get on a massive success into your life journey. Okay, it happened unknowingly to me, but then I realized it and it was massive. Yeah. Okay, first of all, you need to realize this fact. Okay, how time actually works. Okay, yes, because different people interpret it differently, right? Some people are saying, "Career time just runs through so fast. Abhi January started, now December is there, 1 year gone, 2023 already, September is going on," and then you would have heard some of your maybe aged people saying, "Or 10 years aise hi nikal gaye," right? So how time passes? Some people say it passes very fast. Okay, and sometimes, right, when you're stuck with something, even for 1 hour to pass, it looks like such a big time. Okay, now you just need to understand that time always keeps running at the same pace, tick 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 seconds. Okay, but how do you involve with time? That determines how much slow or faster it is passing for you. The time in physicality, it goes tick 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 tick. Okay, but however, how you're involving with time, involvement with time is nothing but how much emotional memories you are able to create in that time which passes. Strong emotional memories. Okay, let's say in 1 month you have did lot of experiences. Okay, maybe you traveled, you have fun, you went for some other learning somewhere, you experienced along with your friends something, along with your family something, you learned something new. And matlab, if there are lot of emotional memories, if you do that in 1 month of time, you will feel that 1 month is a lot of time. But if you have not done anything, it was just a basic month which passed for you, you will feel ki, well, nothing happened. The time passed so quickly. So time passes at its own pace, but how you involve with time, that carries the full deal. Okay? If you're daily doing a lot of things, emotional memories, okay, if that is being formed in you, you will feel कि बहुत लंबा time. And if nothing, your life is very flat, very basic, it's just happening, nothing exciting going on, nothing emotional being captured in your mind, you will feel that the time is passing so quickly. Okay, and I'll tell you one incident of this. It happened something like this. It could be all any kind of emotional memory. Okay, it happened something like this. I was in my project, we were doing some work, and one day ago, it was Friday evening, one of my team member was traveling to a different city. Okay, and he got on the bus, and we were discussing, okay, तो ठीक है, अभी office का काम खत्म करके I will be taking the bus and going to some other place. And मैं बोला ठीक है चले जा. And next day morning he reached there, and morning 11 a.m. Okay, he called me and said, hey Tasub, I have reached here, and yes, the journey was safe and we are all like good now, I'll start with my day here. तो मैं बोला okay. So I said, okay, okay, fine. तो phone आया था. Next day morning, Friday evening he left. Saturday morning, 11 a.m. he's calling me. And we were there in office together till like around 8 p.m. He left at maybe 11 night. Saturday when he called me in the morning time, okay, he told me this. You know how my brain worked? I said initially, okay, fine. But later on, I thought, ki, Arey, this guy left long time ago. Why is he calling and telling me now? Okay. And then second thought came to me, Arey, nahi yaar, yesterday only he left. Point is, for regular people, the way they live their regular life, from yesterday night till morning time, emotional memories might be very few, and they feel that time has not even passed by. But why my brain told me that he might have left long time ago? Because in that small phase of time, from yesterday night till morning, I did so many things and captured so much of emotional memories, and all that stored in my brain, which showed me that that time was a very big time. Okay, what does this mean? So Friday after office, along with friends, we went outside and had a nice dinner. ठीक है, आराम से late night ये वो थोड़ा chill will किए. So that is a strong emotional memory which is all stored in the brain. Then after I came home, okay, rather than just going to bed straight away, I put on some movie. Again, another strong memory created. ठीक है, मतलब I'm living my time strongly. So पहले friends के पास गया, that memory is stored. Then coming, another memory is stored. Next, before sleeping, I just put on some nice meditation music, calming the mind down. That is again another emotional memory came. Next day morning, I wake up 5 a.m. in the morning, did some meditation in the morning, then went to KBR Park, did a 5 kilometer run, listened to some audio program while I'm doing that, listened to something motivational, did my day planning, checked my goals because it is Saturday, so reviewed my last week goals, planned for the next week goals, and then I was on to starting my Saturday. Imagine in the small 8 hours, because I did so many things, the brain accumulated all of that, and it felt even a thing of yesterday looked like a pretty long time. So if you really want to live a longer life, on paper, you might live, let's say 80, 100, but in reality, you can actually experience life as if you lived 150. Now, that is a very big realization. And this is also true. On paper, you might have lived 80, 100, but in reality, if you are not doing exciting things with your life, it would be as if you lived only 40 years and died like. So it all depends upon how you use your time. If life is flat for you, if it is boring for you, time is just passing by, if days are just moving on, and you're not doing anything exciting, you will say your life went so fast. But those who people experience life very deeply, they will be like, bahut time. And honestly speaking, now let me tell you this fact. Honestly speaking, we literally have a lot of time we tend to waste it. As simple as that. Okay? We think in terms of 1 year, but in reality, in life, the results come in a matter of months, days, weeks. But somehow the world system is arranged like this. Appraisal will happen 1 year, education system is 1 year. So right from childhood, we are trained to think in terms of years. एक साल कुछ करोगे तब कुछ होगा. But in reality, if you really act on a daily basis, in a matter of quarters, in a matter of months, in a matter of weeks, in a matter of days, results happen. Once you change this thought process and understand the value of days, hours, minutes, seconds, you will experience this life hugely. थोड़ा mind को switch करना पड़ता. Please understand. Okay, so first suggestion for all you people is involve with time. Don't let it simply pass. Because वो जाने ही वाला है. But if you don't do anything great with that, waste a lot. Okay. Let me tell you one major incident, okay, which changed the way I live my life. Okay. I have told this one part of this incident earlier. Okay, when I was trying to get inside this IT industry, I used to like train for courses, become really capable to cracking the interview, getting into the IT industry. And there my lifestyle was wake up in the morning 6 a.m. Okay. And all throughout the day work. And by 11 p.m. I used to go back to home. Okay. Start to office by 6. Start for training center by 6. Full day stay in that area, work, code, practice, and do all the classes. And then carry 2 times tiffin box, lunch be there, dinner also there, and then coming back home by 11 p.m. Then sleeping in the middle time somewhere, and then again next day same routine starting. Okay? This is how I work. The point is, here I was utilizing every single hour of my day and never wasted anything. So what was happening is I was experiencing life very different. Okay, almost everything. I was not lazy. I was not wasting any time anywhere. It was all focused towards learning, trying for getting the job, becoming good, and just those things full throughout the day. Okay? Now the point is, after I did this, I got job in IT. Let me tell you, as soon as I got in IT, everything slowed down. Okay, what does that mean? Everything slowed down. You just started working a regular working time, 10 a.m. office start, whatever, 6, 7 p.m. office end. And yes, people are starting and they are coming to office, taking casual tea breaks, मार रहे हैं, lunch पर आराम से एक घंटा ले रहे हैं, and then coming फिर evening tea breaks, then working something, chit chatting, time pass भी हो रहा है, and then by 7 going home. Like all of a sudden, you can imagine from a very high speed way of living life, where I'm waking up way early, rushing out of my office, out of my home, going there, learning and all, and full day occupied, coming back to home, sleeping, next day again the same. And I did this for around 8 months to 1 year of time. After that high paced life, all of a sudden, as soon as I got into IT, it was a pretty slow life. And that was boring for me because I tasted a better version of living. And then IT lifestyle was a pretty dumb life for me. अरे यार कुछ भी नहीं हो रहा है यार, what a boring life. It's so slow because I was habituated to a faster track of life. So then I decided to myself, you know, yaar, this is not how I want to live my life. I will still be continuing to work the way I was doing when I was in my learning time. Maybe I don't know how many of you people will make this decision. Okay, but I thought ki nahi, I will live the same way which I was living like this. So I started waking up early. I started reaching everybody's at office at 10 a.m. I'm still there by around 7, 7:30 in the morning. 6 ko ut ke, doing whatever workouts and all, going to office, being there early. Only the cleaner guys used to be there and some senior managers used to be there. Staying in office full day, doing something. By the end of the day, everybody used to leave. I still used to be there in office. There were some other people who were there. So when you do that, you make friends with committed people, dedicated people, not with time pass losers. Okay, so I made friends with people who had passion for life, passion for the IT industry, wanted to do something. Your friend circle matters a lot. What kind of people you hang out with matters a lot. Okay, losers के साथ hang out करोगे, you will also become a loser. You need to work with passionate, aggressive people who want to accomplish big things in life. So find such people who don't take life for granted, who believe in themselves, who are ready to do things. So I met such people, started working with them, and then my lifestyle in IT also became like this. And then the point is, once you know that I have spent my time like this, then you will then figure out what should I do in this additional time. First commitment is okay, I will be spending morning 2 hours. I will go to office early, then I will figure out kya karna. And then because I started waking up early, going there early, then I started thinking, okay, क्या कर सकता हूँ आके वहाँ आके time pass movies तो नहीं देखनी है. We want to make it a productive time. So automatically I started thinking, okay, let me just walk through the entire source code. Project का previous code देखते, what is the previous requirement, previous documentation, and that made me have great knowledge on my project. ठीक है. Next, during the day, whatever we are coding, I am spending more time to see is there any better way of building such applications और क्या कर सकते और क्या कर सकते. By that way, I became good in my development skills. I became good in knowing the project, and this all helped me in my career very greatly. ठीक है, बहुत ज्यादा rewards like hikes and appraisals and promotions बहुत फटाफट मिलते चले. ठीक है. So point is, when you give that much of efforts, life rewards you back. If you want to compromise, then life also compromises in rewarding you. As simple as that. It's like karma. What you give comes back to you, and it really does come back to you. Fine. Now let me tell you, I lived this kind of a life for around 4 years. From 0 years of experience to 4 years of experience. Okay. But then what happens is, do you know this interesting thing? Apart from doing simply this, I was so much like active. Okay, we started a startup company at that moment. Okay, startup company. I used to train people, okay, online and offline. One month के courses, online भी लेते थे, offline भी लेते थे. I used to train people for Spring, Hibernate. All this is long time ago story, 2011, 2012. Okay, we used to do training. I used to provide trainings. $300 US के लोगों को सिखाते थे, not Indian market. $300 for 1 month course for one individual. ठीक है, which is like 18,000. So 2011-12, man, we did like mass training in online also. So we used to do this. We used to do this, and did a company startup and this all these additional activity. Now the point was, in 4 years, I experienced life very deeply. But then what happens? Slowly and steadily, you become part of the crowd. If you're not careful about your life, you adapt to your surroundings. And then after 4 years, after 5 years, I adapted to IT lifestyle. After having like 5 years, 4 years. And what was that IT lifestyle? Okay? Whatever it is, I stopped doing this. Okay, I was getting promoted, work was good, project was nice, money was good. Those things were all fine, but I focused on only the project aspect of life and doston ke saath time pass chilling. Okay, all this was stopped. This waking up early, thoda bahut karte rehta tha, but not that much passionately. And then after office also going to home early, nothing, but I adapted for a different lifestyle where I was not doing more. It was rewarding still to me because project wise everything was fine. I was getting promoted there, leading teams there, all those things were good, but something was missing. Okay, so till 2014, 2015, my life was pretty different, and after that I adapted, and I did not even realize that I am losing something from my life. I'm just trying to tell you, okay, if you waste your time, you are under living that life. And I did that for around 4 to 5 years, adapted to IT lifestyle from 2015 to 2018, 3 years later. Okay, around to 2014-15 से adapt हो गया, project में ही focus चल रहा है, 3-4 साल निकल गए, hikes, promotions, all those things were fine, but I underlived my life. And I did not even realize it. Okay, had I realized it early, I would have done something with my life even bigger or earlier itself. But then once क्या हुआ था guys, ऐसे 2018 में I was going through my old laptop, something से देख रहा था. As part of that, then I saw some of the material which we did when we founded this startup company and what we were doing at that time. In that old laptop, there was some training related material which we used to do. Okay. Now the point was, when I just scrolled through that, all those past memories came into my mind, and then I realized कि अरे तौसिफ क्या कर रहा है भाई? When you were up to 2015, you did so much. And that was a very great way of living life. But since past 3 years, 4 years, you just wasted. Somewhere I felt that I could have lived even a better of my life where more rewards would have come, but somehow I just adapted to a very flat way of living. And that was a big realization. That is what is called as life teaches. You learn from your mistakes. But here, these are costly mistakes. Three years nikal ja rahe seekhne ke. I don't want you to repeat the same. If you want to live a better version of your life, you can live it by engaging properly with your 24 hours. That's the only way of doing it. Otherwise, you are under living. No matter how successful you are, but if you are not using your full 24 hours, you could always live better. Always there is a better scope. And that I realized in 2018. Okay, kuch to karna hai, and I have to again get back into full greater extent of 24 hours mastery. And then I made that commitment in the year 2018. And that day, today, I have always lived my life to the fullest. I don't have any regrets. 5 years were amazing 5 years. I never wasted any of my time. I adapted to reading books. I adapted to waking up early. I adapted to a lot of knowledgeable things. I started taking a lot of certifications, lot of courses. I started learning more, upgrading more. Morning waking up early, evening maybe kuch karna hai, and then exploring what is success and बहुत कुछ किया उसमें. ठीक है? And then point is देखो 2018 I started. And then I started building up all that knowledge in me and growing and then trying to change my lifestyle and do a lot of things. And did this for pretty solid years, 2, 3 years. And then point is nobody knows what's going to happen in future. But if you're prepared always to live a better version of life and a higher productive, high performance life, opportunities you can see in every situation. Okay. And then what happened when the COVID times came and this lockdown happened, then I realized that everybody is going to be in their home and maybe they will also need a lifestyle change. And then whatever I was doing, the way I was living my 24 hours, I started even doing this along with people. Okay, I started coming lives, I started training them, guiding them, coaching them, making them also change their lifestyle towards success, towards high performance, towards productivity, towards overcoming the negative beliefs of their life, towards getting into the action mode. I started doing all that along with people. Okay, 2020, 2021, whenever that COVID time hit for the first time. And it has been that day till today, every month these batches are good, where I am still living my life to the fullest. Plus, along with that, I found a purpose. Maybe just do it along with people who also want to succeed in their life. And then I'm really satisfied with doing this kind of stuff. And that is what I want to tell you. If you are not living, that's the conclusion of today's talk. If you are not living your 24 hours properly, if you're wasting your time, basically you're under living your life. And your time बाद में कभी नहीं आएगा. Now, no matter how much hard I work, I will never be able to get this time slot again. Okay. And now I will have that regret or yeah, waste a lot of time. But still I'm like, okay, but no problem. I came back on the track and still there is a long way to go ahead. I will make sure in future, I will never repeat the same mistake. Then making strong commitments. Okay. Now, with all these things which we discussed, it's time you think about your own future and how you are living your present. Okay, don't live the way the world runs, because world is not designed to live it in the perfect manner. The society rules are not designed to live it life to the optimized manner. Okay, it is a choice given to every individual for them to choose how they want to live their life. Everything is optional. Please understand. Nothing is mandatory. Yesterday we said a lifestyle, right? Morning wake up, karke, full on routine, before lunch, after lunch, this, that. Everything is optional. Okay, it's not required to do anything basically. You can just wake up, you can sleep all day, you can go to bed, you can spend lazily. But that is what is the beauty of human being. It is a choice given to you. How do you want to live your life? Okay. And somewhere I feel we should realize the importance of making smart decisions with our life, because time is going to pass by anyways. And if you don't use it properly, there is no second chance. As in, okay? So please, as part of today's session, start relooking how do you want to live your time. Unknowingly, maybe if you're wasting somewhere, how do you convert it into a success track? And if you're already utilizing it, highly appreciated. Please continue doing that, because that's the right way of living. Because it's all about how much emotional memories you collect when you pass through time. Because there is this one thing, just last thing before we jump on to the activity part of the morning. Just imagine the horrible situation. Like, let's say it's the last day of your life. Okay, imagine कि 80s में चल रहे, 90s में चल रहे, 100 पूरा lifelong जी लिए, and it is your last day of your life. Let me tell you, as part of that, na, whether you became successful or whether you failed, that is not going to matter. The only thing which will matter is, did you experimented with life? Did you try something new with life? Did you experience life deeply? Somebody might say, "Yaar, lifelong, 10 saal tak I worked a lot, but nothing worked out." But you will still laugh at that. You did not give up. It was not a boring life for you. Because in the end, whatever you did on the planet, you will leave on the planet. Nothing is going to carry forward with you. But the thing is how you lived. Even a lot of failures coming, lot of struggle coming, it's all going to also accumulate to your memories. And yes, in life, if you live properly, you will be able to convert these failures and struggle into a successful lifestyle. But for that, you need to be mentally prepared. Then you can convert it. And that is where, guys, I will give you suggestions. Do these two things all throughout your life. One, reading books. Second, doing courses and certifications, which helps you get better in your skills. The way you eat food every single day, like that, do these two things every single day. And I'm telling you, since past 5 years, I'm doing this. And that has made me a different person. Read books. Second, do courses. Upgrade your skills. This is the best. That will change your life forever. Okay, and this is not one time, this is forever. Okay? Since past 5 years, I'm living based upon this. And then what happens, guys? Dekho, you might be knowing about this fact already. Ki almost 95% of the thoughts which we will think today during the day are the same thoughts which we were thinking yesterday. Maybe job chahiye, ye chahiye, wo chahiye. 95% of our thoughts of today will be same as yesterday. That means on an average, new things are not happening in our life. But when you intentionally do these things, when you listen to some book, read some book, it will have knowledge and thoughts which are not there in your mind right now. That will make you live life even bigger, understanding, because new thoughts are running in your mind. And when you do courses, that will also give you new thought process. And that's how you will feel like you're living more, because your vision of life is important. And again, it is not optional. If you want to become successful, these two things are not optional. But making it mandatory, it is your choice. World is not going to make it mandatory. Guys, दुनिया कैसे काम करती है? Whatever profit the world wants to take, they will take that profit from you. They will not care much about you. You deal with your life. When you get job in IT, what IT cares? They deliver business to the client, make the client satisfied, be productive, on time delivery, and whatever happens to your personal life, you take care of that. The point is, everybody, the world around you will look for their opportunities. IT or any other things, they will look for, okay, मेरे लिए ये कैसे valuable हो जाएगा. But who cares about you is only you and maybe your family. Point is, I request you to get this maturity and make smarter decisions with your life. You can only do it. Only you can change your life. And everything is optional. Nothing, whatever we discuss, is mandatory. It's not required to do anything of that. But end result mein fir jab success nahi aayega, you should know that, oh, even after discussing these things with Tausif on 8th of September 2023, I did not change my lifestyle. So when you don't get rewarded with success, so don't blame it on others. It was you who made that decision to live like that. As simple as. Okay? And recently, guys, I was watching this video. Maybe you might have seen as well. शाहरुख खान का कुछ वीडियो था. Okay. Some thought process शाहरुख खान का काफी सही है. ठीक है. Regarding success and hard work, dedication, smart work and all. I think you might have also saw that video. Kuch in front of like media, and there were a lot of people, viewers were sitting there, and uske samne he was talking ke success kaise banna, right? How did you become so much successful and all? And he simply said this thing ki you have to sacrifice a lot in your life for becoming successful. Okay. He said, I don't like to wake up early. I don't like to go to gym. I'm very lazy. But success demands you to do those things. Okay. It's very easy to not want to become successful and live your old version of life. But he says, if you really want success, you would have to compromise. You would have to give up your laziness, your excuses, your blames, and put the hard work. He said this thing, success does not even allow you to stay unhealthy. Okay. Whether you are ill right now, sick right now, success opportunities will move away. He said, you're not allowed to even fall sick. Doesn't matter. You're getting fever, you're getting headache. You still have to be mad enough to still be successful. He said, success will not see whether you slept yesterday, whether you had food yesterday, whether you're having that, whether you're not having that, you still have to work towards success. He said, okay, ignore about everything and put yourself into becoming successful. Don't carry so much baggages. Kal meri tabiyat kharab thi. Yesterday I did this. Nothing of that matters. If you want to be successful, you have to compromise on all these other aspects of life and go burn yourself out for becoming successful. Okay. I'm saying ki yes, there is a smarter way where you take everything together. Okay. But it is a known decision which you are taking what you want to do with your life. I'm not asking you to be hungry. I'm not asking you to sacrifice a lot of things, but I'm asking you to do the things which really matter. Because if you don't do that, you will regret in the end. Okay. Mera funda sahi hai. We need to live a successful life in every aspect of our life. Great health, great financial, great satisfaction of helping others, having great fun and entertainment of the life. Success means success at every aspect of your life. If you're touching something, that should become successful. Itna great banna hai life. Okay? So please make those decisions for yourself. And guys, once you think at that level, your job seeking and your career, everything becomes one part of a bigger play that you are trying to do. You evolve way beyond the small goals of your life. You become a greater person, and then these small goals will just happen by itself. That is where, and I very highly appreciate like you guys waking up in the morning now. That is taking responsibility. It is completely optional, but you are doing it for yourself. That means there is sign of greatness in you. It's completely optional. We don't know each other personally. You are in your home, but still waking up 6:30. Yesterday night, intentionally, I did not send a reminder in the group कि कल सुबह मिलते हैं. I got that thought, but I said कि नहीं देखते हैं ना. Okay, you need to walk your path of success. Others will be there. No, let's see straight away सुबह wake up करेंगे and सुबह देखेंगे कौन आता है. Because when you are committed in your journey of success, then you will get rewards. Others cannot push you for success. You have to push yourself. That's what it is. And I guess right now you're pushing yourself. That's a pretty good sign. But again, yesterday's topic, make it a lifestyle. It will take some time, but guys, I am living like this since past 5 years, 2018, say 2023, and that has really changed my life. And you know one thing, why I started this all thing? उसके पीछे भी एक story है. It did not just happen just like that to me. Why I started this? एक बार क्या हुआ? I went to the home of my CEO. Okay, went to the home of my CEO. Now this is really interesting. He's having Okay, two children, एक college में एक school में है, and both of them is not having a smartphone. Right, in our homes, like right from बच्चे को दे देते हैं. He's having one in college, one in school. They are not having smartphone. Okay, they are having, yes, all the घर पे laptop and everything, all internet connected with that, and they are exploring of the world and things like that. But they are not wasting time on phone and all those things. That was a change. But yeah, I saw that happening in front of my eyes. That's where it stuck in my. But the second thing, what happened is, I was just having the conversation with my CEO, long time ago story, 2018, that time itself. So as part of that, I told him, देखो guys, how opportunities come, how luck comes, but if you are doing the right thing, somehow something will happen. Okay. Now, while I already said, I realized that I wasted a lot of my old time here, right? So then I made up a decision कि नहीं यार, तो time use करना, I will wake up early, I will do all that thing. So while I was in that home with the CEO, ठीक है, अच्छा garden में बैठे थे हम लोग, चाय भी पी रहे थे वहाँ पे. We were discussing something about project and all that, but something was happening. While I was in that conversation, I started just telling the CEO, ki, I've decided to make a lifestyle change, and since past a few months, I am waking up like this, doing all those things. Now, because I was doing that efforts, CEO told me, okay, come, I will show you something. I thought, ki, kya bata raha hai? Then he took me in, and then he showed his library to me. We all know from internet that a CEO reads 60 books per year, one book per week ratio say, and we know all those things. But when you literally see it with your eyes, okay, he took me in a room and showed me his library. Okay, dekh bhai, I've read a majority of these books. That image is still. Second, he took his phone, took the Audible app, and scrolled through the app and showed, dekho how many books I read every single day. He showed me his listening time, how much time he has spent in actually learning. And that experience, I can never forget it throughout my life. Something stuck in me. Okay. When that was happening, my mind was shocked because I know how hard my CEO used to work, far beyond than what I used to do. And I was leading a team of 20 member at that time. And I thought I knew all these things are important, but I always thought I don't have time for all this. I am so much busy from morning till evening in dealing with this 20 people team and delivering this project. Okay, and I always had excuses, time nahi hai, time nahi hai. But when that incident happened, I experienced that so closely. A room, a library filled with books, a Audible app filled with all the audios. And then he said, I do that. And I know the other side of the story, how hardworking, committed, dedicated that CEO is, because we work daily same on the office, on the same floor. And then while I was coming outside, okay, it was like, I live here in Hyderabad, Banjara Hills kind of, it's a hilly area. Acha view milta hai sometimes around the greenery area. So while I was driving back home, okay, ek acha mountain view aaya tha, and I just parked my bike there, and I just sat looking at this amazing, nice green valley filled with trees and acha asman tha, and I was sitting there what happened? Something changed in me just by that incident. And it thought aaya the most busiest person of the company, if he can make time out to learn and upgrade, then what are we giving excuses for? I got that realization because I know how hard he works, how busy he is. He has a responsibility to deal with a 200 employee company, plus getting more businesses from outside and expand the organization. And what are we doing? Ek job karte, individual. And then I was leading a 20-member team, smaller scope. He is doing things 10 times ahead than us, 20, 100 times ahead than many of the average people of IT. Okay. And then that is what stuck in me. Ki bhai, jab wo kar raha hai, that means these things are life-changing things. And if he is successful, the reason is he has invested on his growth. And that was the day, I still remember, I called one of my old friend And I was going through that emotional state. I called one of my old friend and explained him this scenario. Hey, why something changed in me. बोलते ना nirvana हो गया. Something literally changed in me. It was a reality just coming in front of me. And I told my friend also, यार ये करते हैं, वो करते हैं, 5 years ago. And let me tell you this. I even tried to tell my friend, अरे let's do it यार, उसने कैसे किया है, ऐसे किया, वैसे किया है. And that changed me, but that did not change my friend. He still, it's been 5 years, he still is not reading, is not doing courses. But my life completely changed. There is a big difference in where I am and where the other person is. What happens? People on the planet are not mature enough to learn from other people's experiences. This is what I realized. In this call right now, 25 people, I'm telling you the truth of success here. What changed me, what works, and what will guaranteed work. But let me tell you, almost 50% of you will not be doing it. Now that is a fact. That is a fact. More than 15, maybe 80%, God knows. But there will be very few of you who will live like this for the next 5 years. Very few. And that is that what does that mean? It all depends upon you. How do you want to live your life? Maybe because you did not experience that incident, but I tried to explain you the truth of what changed my life. And guys, because of that, I was able to deal with a very greater life of 25 or 24 hours, and then lead a team of 40 members, and then maybe launch all these things which we're doing online to really do even bigger things in the world. Okay, the point is you need to get started with your life. Right now, job seeking chal raha hai. It is one goal of your life. Become great so that you can do this one thing also very happily, and then bahut dur jana hai. There is a long way to go ahead. There is a lot of success to be taken out of this life. So be prepared for that. Okay? So this is what is I want to share to you. The things which changed my life completely. And if you can do it for yourself, learn from my mistakes. It costed me 4 years, 3 years to not know that. And it took me that great experiences with the CEO to put me on the right track of thinking right and acting right. And point is, all these stories will be all filled up on internet. Every successful person gets through this realization phase and then he becomes it. But I think the main quality is how can you learn from other people's experiences, not by your own life experience, or in fact, not only by your own life experiences. People यहाँ पे भी बोलते life is the best teacher, but it is a slow teacher. It taught me well, but it took a lot of time in return for teaching me that. There is a smarter way of learning where I'm very curious. Whenever I talk to anybody, I try to see, oh, what can I learn from this guy? What are the things he's doing right? And what are the mistakes he's doing? Everybody does that. I make mistakes. And that is where you need to look at me. Yeah, okay, what are the good things which Tausif is doing? And what are the bad things which Tausif is doing? And remove the bad things. Don't consume my bad things, but consume all the good qualities from me. Like that, every person has the same. You will have good and bad. So then I started looking life differently. Whenever I meet any person, when I talk to them, I check their thought process. Acha, kya bol rahe? What are the things which are working? What are the things which are not working? And then trying to always extract these learnings from the world. And then why? Because I can grow only at my life pace, which is one day at a time. But when I know 10 people will take their learnings, I'm actually growing 10 times faster in the same time. That's how you should think. You have to learn. This is a very important skill. Learn from life experiences of others. This is one of the secret for career. You will grow way faster in your life because only your life experience is a very slow teacher. But when you take experiences of others, like what I shared today with you, important thing is bring this experience as a mandatory change in your life. I try to always do that whenever I learn something new from someone. Okay, if you can take all these learnings and implement in your life, you will not waste your 3 years, and maybe these experiences to change your. And that is a smarter way of learning. Learn from others. And then that is where comes read books, take up courses. Okay. And now I'll share you. We have what, final 4 minutes? Continue after this with your like rest of the morning routine, day planning and all. 5 minute ka kaam hai, but I think some important things I'm sharing. I want to share you one more realization. Okay. When I initially used to do the books and all, yeah, we all come from the same mindset, right? कि चलो YouTube पे देख लेंगे, free PDFs are there on Google, let's download from that, okay, and let's start watching. And this is how I started from 2018. Okay, trying to look for whatever free material available everywhere, trying to go through that, and then making it into part of the life. Okay, but one thing I realized is we are not able to stay consistent because of that. I was not able to stay consistent because of that. Why? Because it was a lot of hard work. It was about, oh, now think which book you want to take and then search for that book online, search which course you want to take, and then start practicing that. And then, okay, finish it. And then again, you need to carry that willpower motivation to search for another course and kahan milega, which is the best source available on YouTube for that, or which are the blogs available. Fir wo research karo, fir then do that course. Or maybe then books ka bhi same hai, Audible nahi tha to going to maybe some free apps there or on YouTube there. Point is, I really tried to do that for 3 months, 4 months, but I was not able to do it consistently. Okay. But then I decided एक बार कि अरे यार चलो let's start with small amount Audible वाला 200 rupees a month. Like we waste so much time just like that, so much money just like that. I made that decision 2018. चलो Audible लेते. And you know what? Audible is structured in this manner. Every month they give 1 credit point. Okay. With that 1 credit point, you can purchase any book. So then I started putting my money in that Audible app, even though things are available free, but it needs a lot of hard work to get those things. And we are not even consistent for doing that. I was not consistent. Then I thought कि थोड़ा simple होना चाहिए यार. We have to learn every single day. मैं बोला चलो let's do this 200 rupees per month वाला scene. Okay. And then what happened is because of this framework, every month it will give 1 credit point. Then I decided कि every month I will take one book and I will finish that book and I will go through the same book multiple number of times. And then next month, naya point aayega, so I will again take a new book and then I will again go through that and then maybe revise the old book or take the new book. 1 month, one book at a time. And guys, let me tell you, because of that, I was able to stay consistent. Okay. So every single month I completed one audiobook. If in case someday, some month I'm not able to take any book, so credit point wo jama hote rehta hai. Then I have like 3 credit points and then all of a sudden I can buy 3 books then. And that is where I realized that with small money when you put in, you actually become serious. And that proved on me that bhai, I am able to read since past 5 years because of that small investment of 200 a month. Okay. And when I got that realization, main bola ki bhai, so if you put something, then you expect growth in that. That is how our mind works. That is where then I made even bolder decision. Earlier courses was also becoming a problem for me. अरे courses कहाँ करे बार बार Udemy पे जाके ये लो वो लो. Then I thought कि LinkedIn Learning का full 1 year subscription ले लेते, unlimited courses on LinkedIn Learning, which is costing like 14,000-15,000. The point is when I can pay, I will choose to pay. Why? Because of this, and since many years I'm following this LinkedIn Learning ka courses. Because of this, I have a lot of courses and I keep doing that pretty regularly. Whatever I want, anytime I keep doing that pretty regularly because I have taken that, I have paid that money, and now it's mandatory for me to learn from that. So the point is, this is another realization which I got from life. If I give and then you actually somehow consistency works like that. I don't know how it does. But the point is, because of these reasons, I was able to stay consistent. And because of that CEO reason, I was able to start with these things. And then Before even that CEO incident, my life taught me okay, using every hour of your life is the right way of living, and then that started. So these are the incidents which changed my life to where it is going on right. अब let's see आगे future में क्या होता है. The point is, as part of today 7:30, yeah, we'll just share the attendance. Please think about everything that we discussed and think about what changes you want to bring in your life to become successful. Don't live the same way which you lived in the past. It is going to destroy your future. I'm telling you. Why? Because बचपन में और college time में वो maturity नहीं आती. We don't get that maturity. Even maybe your parents might not give you that maturity. Okay, if you are into hardcore business and success world, then maybe you are coached rightly from your childhood and your parents. But if they are also kind of a middle class background itself, they are also like not really thinking of this bigger things of life, then you have to start that journey with you. Okay, so please don't wait for others. Take responsibility of your life, and whatever we learned today, make decisions what you want to change with that. Don't blame it on other people कि इसने नहीं बताया उसने नहीं बताया. ठीक है, थोड़ा सा everything is available on internet, please figure out, but let your life change. We will accomplish bigger things. Chalo, let's sharing the attendance and then let's close the day, guys. But make changes, okay? Make changes. Okay, mark your attendance here. Don't leave the same. बाद में जाके regret होगा. Okay, and today is going to be the last day of our IT workshop where we will be discussing about end-to-end working of the IT industry. ठीक है, उसमें agile tools, softwares, कौन सा, right from requirement perspective till the go live perspective, what happens, who are the people, how do they involve, एक पूरा glance we will cover in the 1.5 hour session. ठीक है, so that will help you even to talk in interviews about the IT process of. ठीक है, counter is like, what is your current day counter? Is it like day one for you, or you are coming regularly, you just keep incrementing those counters? Next, we will be meeting Monday morning 6:30. It's a lifestyle that we are trying to do. So Monday morning 6:30, we will connect back for this morning session. ठीक है, something else करते रहेंगे, daily planning and stuff like that. ठीक है, चलो, thank you everybody for your day, and see you guys today 8 p.m. and then see you guys Monday morning 6:30. But change, man, please change. ठीक है, चलो.